Hi there and welcome to this video. Thanks for joining me. Today we're talking about remote visual assistants, and very shortly we'll be running through a demo of our latest software, showing you all the features. You'll be able to skip between chapters as we're putting chapter links at the bottom, so if there's a particular area you want to focus on, you can skip right to it using the navigation at the bottom of the video. So what is remote visual assistance? Well, remote visual assistance allows experts to guide users through complex, usually mechanical type tasks by viewing and annotating their real-time video feed from a distance. The primary reasons to use it are as follows. Experts can provide guidance and collect data without physically travelling to site. A single on-site visit saved per month is enough to justify the cost of remote visual assistance. Number 2, faster problem resolution. Issues can be diagnosed and resolved much quicker with real-time information. Number 3, improved knowledge transfer. Visual demonstrations and annotations enhance understanding and skill development for users. The data captured on these sessions is kept in a central location which can be accessed through a web portal. Remote visual assistance is excellent for collecting data for surveys and inspections. So for example, still images, videos, optical character recognition, which can pick up text. So for example, serial numbers, product names, that sort of thing. It can also measure distances and areas. So for example, the area of a driveway, the distance from a property to the road. We can also take measurements from a satellite point of view of the area of a roof. And some of this you'll see later in the demo. So without further delay, I'm going to hand over to my colleague Chris, who's going to be running through the latest RVX software.
Hi everyone, and welcome to an overview of Hostcomm's remote visual assistance tool. Just about to initiate a new session. First thing we do is pop in the person's mobile number. There we go. You can also send the invite through by email. You can also pop in a reference number. You pick whether you want to use a bespoke checklist. I'm just going to pick a solar checklist as an example. And you might want to add in some notes here. You can do a live session. You can also schedule an appointment by clicking on here. You can pick a date and a time, add in a reference, and that will send both the guest and the host an invite notifications, and they can add that to their relevant calendar system. I'm going to do a live session now. Okay, so that should have sent me a text. Okay, so I've just had a text message come through to say, please click on the link to join the video chat with Hostcomm. See, this can be rebranded, white labeled with your own logo and color scheme. I'm just going to click on the link. And on my phone, it's opened up Chrome. It'll open up the default web browser on your smartphone. And I just press join call on there, and I press join call on screen here. There we go. So just started the session now. And what I'll do is I'll start on the left and work my way across. First thing to note is it's picked up the battery percentage on the user's device. So if that's running low, go back and charge your phone or call you back in 10 minutes. You've got your mic on or off here. I've got it off because we're using the audio for the recording. Next one along, I've got chat. So I'm just going to type a message here. And just going to reply back from my phone. There we go. So there's your live chat. You can also attach a document as well. So you could send something through to the person's smartphone by way of an attachment. Next one along, we've got our checklist. So this will just act as a prompt or a guide for you to carry out certain actions during the course of an inspection. So I'm just going to work my way through this. So first of all, it's asking me to take an image of the front of the property. We'll say that's the front of the house for argument's sake. I'm going to take a photo and press save. That's that image done. So nice and straightforward. You can just work your way through all of these bits and pieces that the checklist is asking you to complete. And then once you're ready, you can just close that down. So that's an example of an inspection checklist. Next one along, you have your notes. So these are for you to type notes freehand as you go along. There we go. And you can keep adding to those, or you could close that down if you're ready. Next one up, we've got a live pointer. So this is used whilst the camera is in motion. This is where you could guide the guest to show you certain bits and pieces. So you could say, for argument's sake, show me this, and then I need to have a look at the phone afterwards. And the person can then point the phone to whichever bits of the session that you want to see in a bit more detail. The live pointer's now in use, and it's colour coded based on who's in control of the live pointer. So what I can also do is drag my finger around the phone screen, and that's in red, and then I can take back over with the mouse, and then that's then showing in green. Next one up, capture image. Any point you want to take a photo, press the camera and press save. Next up, we've got torch. So this will show me turning the torch on and off remotely. And you may also want to use that in conjunction with the zoom as well. So you've got up to 5 times zoom there. Back to normal sizing. And I'll turn the torch off. These are greyed out until you've taken a photo. So I'm going to click capture image. This time I can now select bookmark, and that's just a way of you tagging or cataloguing your images. So I can say that this photo is an example of a faulty cable and press save. So save that image with that particular tag assigned against it. Take a photo again. So we looked at bookmark, save capture. This next one is annotate. And whilst the image is now frozen, and what you can do is do some markups or annotations on this image. So you might want to bring in an arrow, you could draw a box around something, you could draw freehand, you could add in some text. So you might want to say something like press here. And then those annotations are now being displayed on the guest's smartphone, and they can also reply back with their own annotations. So just do a couple of arrows and press send, and those are the guest's markups on that image. Next up we have OCR, and that stands for optical character recognition. So what I could do is I could show this, show the camera for this sticker on the bottom of the laptop here. Press OCR. You can see that that's collected that GeForce GTX NVIDIA. Next one up we have map. So this will show you Google Earth, satellite view and street view. If you've got location services enabled on your phone, it will automatically pick up where you are. And it's got the usual functionality. So for example, I could drop the pin in, you could see what the parking access was like, you could save that image. You could also save the map along with the satellite view if you wanted to. And you can even take some external measurements. So for argument's sake, I could see what the measurements are on this particular roof to get an idea of the overall surface area for individual measurements. Next up we have our gallery. So you can check all of the images which you've collected during the inspection. You've got two-way video, so you can flip the camera and have a face-to-face chat if you wanted to. And lastly, you've got a screen share. So what you can do is you could display something from your laptop onto the person's smartphone. Once you're ready to wrap up, you just need to press the hang up button to disconnect the call.